Continuing to field questions here for USMLE. I have a student who's 4 months out from the step one. I know many of you watching this are going to be 2 months out, 6 months out, 8 months out, etc. But this student is asking about how to prepare ideally. He or she's going through first aid and boards and beyond right now for a month, is not working on questions, and then plans to do UWorld, NBMEs, and my high yield PDFs, and wants to know if this is a good idea. And I will tell you whether this is a good idea. And as I said, for those of you who are different lengths of time away from your exam, what's some key points that you should know right now? So before we get started, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Give the video a like. I really appreciate it. Find me on Instagram at Mehlman_medical, MEHLMAN_medical. The link is down below. Find me on Telegram. Recently created a Telegram group and channel. Links are down below. Now I'll start the clip. So preparing for the step one, this student says that he or she's going through first aid and boards and beyond for a month and is not working on questions. Instantaneously, that's a bad fucking idea. Now look, I should articulate that it's not an overwhelming crisis to not have a very sharp and well consolidated prep, because the step one's pass fail now. So if you make out with a hypothetical internal score of a 212 versus a 247, no one gives a fuck, right? I mean, we could discuss the notion of how obviously the best prep for 2CK is good step one prep. So we want you to prepare well for step one, of course, but to get your scores up as much as possible, to just learn the info the way you need, it needs to come primarily from questions, okay? Therefore, I see zero reason for you to not be doing questions right now. You need to just be on UWorld. You need to get through that Q bank, okay? There's no excuses. There's no latency period, essentially, where you need to be reading, and then all of a sudden you're ready to do questions. It doesn't really work like that. I just want you starting right away on questions. And you just have to accept that you're going to feel like you don't know stuff. And that subjectivity element of always feeling like you don't know enough, that never goes away no matter how high you're scoring. I want you going through UWorld on untimed tutor random mode, okay? Not subject specific, not timed. And you're going to be knocking that out at 40 to 80 questions per day, all right? I've made lots of clips as far as how to go through UWorld, okay? I don't want to get too deep into that right now. It's not going to be the same for every student, but you need to be on questions right away. And then you're going to be going on to NBMEs 20 through 30, all right? So obviously 25 through 30 are online at the time of this clip, but 20 through 30, 11 forms, 200 questions per form. It's 2,200 questions. It's essentially a Q bank. That is very integral to making sure you pass the step one. And you are also going to be going through my high yield PDFs, in particular, high yield arrows. I've discussed that PDF a lot. That PDF will make sure you do not have any significant vulnerabilities that will lead to a fail. Okay. Once again, I've made clips on high yield arrows before discussing it, but it's a very important PDF to go through. I do recommend going through my just all my PDFs in general. But UWorld right now, no fucking excuses. I want you on questions. No reading latency period. NBMEs 20 through 30. And you're going to be doing my PDFs throughout. Some students say, well, how do I go through your PDFs? It doesn't really fucking matter, okay? You can integrate them while you're going through UWorld. It's fine. You can do them while you're going through the NBMEs. It really doesn't matter, okay? But you're going to get through the material. It's more about having questions that you're doing every day, and then you work in the PDFs in the evening, let's say, that extra reading. And I want you going through my audio Q bank on the YouTube, okay? So very good resource for when you're brushing your teeth, flossing, and you can listen to something, okay? Or you're commuting, you're at the gym, you're cooking. So the audio Q bank on YouTube, it's a very valuable resource, okay? So that's generally some broad points for step one prep. You know, as I've discussed, it's not going to be the same for every student. I normally do one-on-one chats over Skype with students this way, and I come up with custom plans, but you need to just take home the salient point that questions, knocking out questions, and my PDFs, and the audio Q bank on YouTube, that's going to help you get through the step one. You know the deal. I'm going to continue to make more content. If you like my stuff, subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate your time. That's it.